Greetings you all, my family. How are you doing? I hope you are well. I'm okay. I take this time to thank you all. Welcome once again. It is another beautiful time, the day which the Lord has made. So there's one thing which I want to address just shortly, then we get into our video today. The video which we are going to react on is Vedee Jonah's video, which he made. And Jabin used to be Vedee Jonah's wife. So I just saw that video. It was recommended to me, but I didn't know she had a YouTube channel. I've never watched her ever since, but I know their appearance, so I decided to watch that. We are going to check them, but first I have to address this thing because I didn't like the comment which was posted there. Someone can have the audacity to come to my channel and tell me that I shouldn't talk about Clarice. Those people are not people whom I should talk about. Talking to them will make me lose the views. When I was starting this channel, were you there? Why is it that you think you can control what I'm saying in my channel? If you want Pampa Lynette, can you open your channel and Pampa Lynette there? I'm here to tell what I think is right. I'm here to say what I think is right. And I'm here to talk about my mind, how I feel. I'm a grown-up. This is my channel. You want to pamper anybody, open your channel. But do not come here with threats. We've seen a lot. I didn't start this my channel yesterday. Maybe you are coming to my channel today. You don't know. You don't know. My channel is not based on lies or pampering people. It is about highlighting the things which I see which are not pleasing. I don't expect someone to come and tell me, oh, talking about this, you lose views. So everything is about views to you. Whoever wrote that comment, please, watching this video of mine, do not ever come again and address me that way. Never address me that way. Never. You know yourself, whoever addressed me telling me when I highlight Clarice and James issue will make me not to get views. I think you heard me. Never. The door is always open and wide. The door is open. You can come in, you can go out, you can come in, you can go out at any time you feel like. But never come to my channel and start telling me nonsense. Let's go to the video of Jabin. We hear what Jabin is saying. Then we are going to check on Vedee Jonah, because Vedee Jonah also has other things to tell us. He also has things to tell us because also he's convincing his subscribers that he had no problem with this lady. He's calling this relationship which they had, it was not a relationship, it was a relationship. That is how he called the relationship which they had. And I didn't know this relationship was just a fake relationship. From the video of this Jabin, we are going to see what is on the other video, which makes them both to see like it was not a relationship. The Vedee Jonah is calling it relationship. This one is calling it fake relationship. So there was no marriage there. It was a fake one based on views and for people to see that this person has married a Mzungu. Because with Mzungu, these people can do anything. Especially where this lady was married, because she's talking about where she was married, this fake marriage which took place.
I'm building a house before I get married. No, I'm not.
He doesn't need to build a house before he gets married, and I've told him this before. We can do a Bob Marley and share the shelter of his single bed. I don't mind. I have never been a materialistic person, but I enjoy materialistic things, you know. I won't say no, but that's not the most important thing, so he doesn't need to. And as I said, we can do a Bob Marley, and I'm sure he'll love me, you know, every day and night. And the other thing is that I think the most important thing, well, for me anyway, is love. And hi, Look at how silly I was. Oh my God, it's so cringy. I thought I had found the love of my life. Oh my God, so cringy and so silly I was. That video, the clip from that video was made in September 2023. So it was only a few weeks after we had met. That video was.
The video is an old video, so she's trying to explain how it went, how stupid she was. And I don't think you were stupid, because in the other video, you are telling people that it was a fake marriage. So you were not stupid. You were not stupid. You knew exactly what you were doing. You entered into this relationship knowing that this relationship is not genuine. It is a fake relationship. Just for views. We're going to check that.
Made, and those boys were asking him if he was planning on building a house before getting married, because in their culture you have to have a house before you marry, like you have to build a house or something. So anyway,
so that type of a house which Jabin is trying to explain, because she's talking about in in Vedee Jonah's culture, one has to build a house for them before they get married. The type of a house which one has to have, because I think this their culture and my culture is almost the same. That small house is called Simba. Simba in the lion. The lion. So they call it the lion. That's a small hut. It is a small house where a boy or a young man has to have before getting married. You find like it's not easy for nowadays. People can just get married because most of people are in town. They consider that as part of the tradition of just building a small house, not a big house, just a small one. You graduate from that small one, then when you get money or after marrying, you can now build a house of your choice. But normally people start with that small house. It is not a big house. Because when someone says one must build a house, it sounds like it has to be a big house. No, no, no. It is just a small house where only one bed and a table can fit. It is not a big house, yes.
I'm making this video because I'm only human, and I saw like he has thousands of people watching him, especially this latest video that he made. Thousands of people watching him, and most of them probably believing what he's saying. And I only have like a few people, and only like 5 people who like my videos, and I can only assume that those 5 people believe me. And maybe others do as well, but I don't know that, you see. So I'm only human.
So Jabin is trying to say she's only human, but now trying to address the video which Vedee Jonah made. That is the video which I'm going to react upon after Jabin. Because Jabin is trying to explain what Vedee Jonah talked on that video. Because in that video, Vedee Jonah sees Jabin as a fake, and is calling Jabin, is saying that the relationship which they had, it was not a relationship. It was a relationship. There was nothing good in that relationship. So he calls it a relationship. So I think that triggered Jabin to come and talk about how she feels. She is not a materialistic person. If it was so, I don't think she would have gone to where she was, because looking at things where she was, it was not that, the place was not like now. Because me, I started watching them after the party, because during that party I had not started watching them, but I could see her with Vedee Jonah. They were good together. I didn't know there was fakeness there, but I kept on hearing Murasenso saying, oh, Vedee Jonah got a wife from his channel, from the party, sort of. So that is how I came to know them, because Murasenso is my niche.
And now that I have this platform, it's so hard for me to hold back, because I'm only human. And I just wanted to show, and it's just for my own good, like my own, it just, actually it's even for nothing, because
you see, like, she's so much hurt after listening to what Vedee Jonah had to say. Because you watch Vedee Jonah, the receipts which I'm going to put, even if it were you, you would not feel good, because the way he's trying to talk about the relationship which they had, it's not good to someone who was in that relationship. Mm? And sometimes I wonder, why do people bring their issues on public? Sometimes it's not good. That's how I find it, because before they pretended to love each other. Pretense. While there was no love, it was a fake marriage. They married for views. We can detect, like now, remember, Rocio kept on moving, thinking Muraseso was going to change. Because changing someone is not easy. It is them to change. You can never change someone who is not willing to change. So these marriages which people get into, thinking that when I get to this person, because of me, because of my color, I can make that person change, or I can make them be better. No. When they want to be better, when they want to change, they will change on their own. Because I see another one on the making. People marry themselves out here. Ladies marry themselves because of wazungu. Men, now another one is saying, like Jabini is saying, she's not materialistic. Of course you are not materialistic. Where you got married, you could not be materialistic. These people marry wazungu. They think with wazungu, they are going to get money, they are going to get rich. And that's why they are getting to this wazungu thing. Muraseso, when Muraseso had Rocio mom, he was thinking of strong passport. The sister got this mzungu because of strong passport. The other day I heard her saying that he's looking for mzungu for the brother. And also I heard the brother asking another man in the village, do you want a mzungu wife? Do you want a mzungu wife? I'll get you a mzungu from America. Him himself, David Jr., has no girlfriend, but can still pose that question to a villager. You want a mzungu wife? Do you want a mzungu wife? I can get you one. One whom after getting you are the one who is going to remove.
I really feel it's pointless, because whoever will believe the truth will believe it, and whoever won't. And the fact remains is, I know the truth, he knows the truth, and most importantly, God knows the truth. But being human and having this platform, why not? So anyway, as you can see, even before, I was never a materialistic person. I have never been someone who prioritizes materialistic things, especially when it comes to people. I do not, especially when it comes to anything. It's not like I'm against material things. I know I'm not, but I do not use material things to judge people's character.
Very good, because you find like many people, they judge people according to what people have. That is how they will look at you. Looking at that village where your husband or your ex is coming from, you look at Muraseso, you look at the brother, even the sister. They look at people who have or who have not. They don't want to associate themselves with people who don't have. And that's why you find that Muraseso all the time is calling his villagers poor people. People who are living in mud houses. The other day, when Muraseso went to Diani, I went to the comment section and people were telling Muraseso, these are the friends you need to have in your life. Forget about those people who are in the village, those poor ones in the village, because they judge people according to what one has. So the moment Muraseso went to Diani, they saw the things which that man has, and then they said, this is now the person who Muraseso should associate himself with, because he has this and that. So you find that many people associate themselves with people or value people because of what they have, or judge people because of what they have. If you don't have, then even your mind is not okay. You'll find like people, if you are poor, you are not even supposed to talk in front of people. You will not even be given chance to talk. But if you have money, you will be told, oh, stand and tell us something, Mr. So-and-so. But to those people who don't have, you find like they are being judged because they don't have this, they don't have that.
You know, material things are there too. It doesn't make sense at all. So he's telling people that I left him because he was poor, I called him a loser and all this. That's not true at all. He told me the same story, that his ex left him because of that. So he's
Video, you will hear him saying this lady left him because he was poor. This lady was looking down upon him because he didn't have A, B, C, D. You see? So it was about him not having created that maybe the problem which they had. And you find like there are so many people who are like that. Maybe they are the problem. They will brand you like someone who is seeing them like maybe looking down upon them. But they don't see the major problem. They don't see that.
saying the same thing now about me. And if you think about it, only someone who is materialistic and thinks in those terms, like their thoughts are based on material things, would say something like that, would conjure up something like that, you know, because that's where their mind is, you know. You can tell a lot by what, you know, what people think about, you know. They tend to verbalize it. So he's verbalizing that because that's what he thinks, you know.
I agree with you 100% because you find like such people who think like that because they want to guilt trip you to look like, okay, we were just okay, but because of my poverty, she left me because I'm poor, or he left me because I'm poor. You see? So they put that one ahead because that is what is in their mind. You find like people jump into conclusion because of the things which they have. They don't want to face the reality. You such people, they don't face the reality. It is a tool which they are using. Like now, Jabin is saying the first ex which he had before, he told Jabin the same. Now he's also talking about this while the new girlfriend is listening to that. So I think this is something which he's using as a tool. It's not good to be putting things on people or tagging people. Oh, such a person is like this. She left me because I was poor, or maybe there was just you were not getting along, you were fighting, but because you don't want to accept your mistake, you bring something which maybe when people see or when people hear, they will say, if he left you or she left you because of poverty, that was wrong. She is or he is a bad person. Like you look at it, the case of Mura Senso. When Rosio mom left, not that Mura Senso didn't know. According to Rosio mom, Rosio said she told Mura Senso, I'm going to pursue my music career and I'm not willing to settle in the village. And there was no way she would have settled in the village. She was not married. And Mura Senso knew exactly they were fighting, they were having differences. But still, he was waiting for the other partner to come out with the story, then come out and deny everything. Because according to him, oh, I just heard the news on the street. But all these things he knew. Because according to Rosu Mam said Mura Senso knew everything. By the time they were leaving, even me, I believe Rosu Mam because looking at things, when they were packing, you could see, even us, even before the news of Rosio mom coming out here and telling us about the breakup, we noticed that the bedroom, there were no clothes. In the closet, there was nothing. Before we could see so many clothes. Someone who was just going to visit, we saw like so many bags were carried. Even when I reacted on that thing, when I saw so many bags were being pushed when they reached Nairobi, I wondered. These people that they came without bags, now they are going with so many bags. Vedee Jonah told Jabin that the ex left him because he was poor. Now he's telling the world that this lady left him because he was poor. So he's using that as a tool.
But I don't place someone's worth or value based on materialistic things, because that to me doesn't even make sense. Yeah. How can you judge someone, you shouldn't, we, in an ideal world, we shouldn't even be judging people, but obviously there are some people out there who are not of good character, some are, and we're human. We
Yeah, as human, we should judge people based on character, not the things which they have. But you find like many people judge people according to what they have. If you don't have anything, you judge a person based on their character, because the character of a person means a lot, because that is the human in that character. That is humanity. Uh, Today you start judging people who are just walking, like I say in Abohase, I say in Munasenso, I've seen in their siblings. If you've not traveled to these countries which they have traveled, then you are not someone. Hmm? If you are not a traveler, if you've never reached, if you don't have a passport, huh? How many times these people have come and told us about, if you don't have a passport, you are not worth, you are not close to them, because they judge people according to what one has, not the character. Not the character.
we tend to judge, but at least if you judge someone according to their character, but not according to what they have and what they don't have, that to me does not make sense at all, and it'll never make sense to me. Also, I noticed when I was over there, which was something very, very shocking to me, especially because there's a lot more poverty there. So I thought people would not prioritize material things, because it's...
So you are coming from the Western and going to that village, finding people prioritizing wealth, must have shocked you a lot, because you didn't expect that. These people should at least treat others well, because looking at where they are coming from, they shouldn't prioritize wealth or someone who has this or someone who has that. Should not have been in their mind. And then what do they do? Give us that message.
It's, especially where I was. But I saw over there, they prioritize materialistic things even more so. Like they give people who have things privileges, and they treat them like gods, and people who don't have things are treated as if like they're nothing. They're not, they're worth.
Of course, we've always come here and say, look at how the Muras, the way they are treating other people who don't have. Imagine these are people who are telling people all the time, we grew up not having ABCD. But now the fact that now this YouTube thing has given them this, plus their subscribers, they prioritize people with money. So makes people worship them. If you don't have, you are a nobody. So they see people like that. So that was a shock to her, because these people should at least know that they came from this poverty. Now they have this. They shouldn't look down upon other villagers.
Like they don't have any value. If you don't have something, you're treated like you're nothing. That to me was very sad and very shocking, It's like, how can you judge, how can you treat someone differently just because of what they have or what they don't have?
That is what is happening there. That is what has been happening. And that is why we've been camping there, reacting on these people. They see people like trash, people who don't have, forgetting everything. So when she was there, this was making her sad. It was making her sad. And at the same time, the husband sees her like someone who was treating him badly because he was poor. Looking at it makes her feel bad, because she wasn't like that. She values the character of a person, not the things which people have.
And then this is what breeds this, wanting more, like everyone wants a mansion, everyone wants a car, because to them, then they feel like they're someone. Like they feel like if you don't have something, you don't have these things, you're nobody. That's so sad. Like where's humanity? Like we're human. We should.
There's no humanity, I'm telling you. When we sit here and we talk about how those people in that village are treating each other, even the way they talk to people, even the way they refer to even to the reactors, people say that we are haters because they look at you. I gave you an example where they always say, if like now, Mama Mat always tells people that if show us the passport, huh? These people who cannot even reach where I have reached, these people who have not traveled, me I have achieved. These people who cannot leave their seats, show us the houses which you built. The brother on the other side, who lives in mud houses, and they are forgetting they were from those mud houses as well. So they want to be worshipped. They want to be like small gods, and even their people also see them like, if you don't get along with them, now you become their enemies. You are jealous of them. You are wicked. You see, because of the houses which they have, because of the cars which they are bought. So they are being judged. Even the people who are seeing them, if you don't have a car, according to them, if you don't have a car, if you don't have a house, you are a nobody. That's why you find like everybody in that village is fighting to have a house. Even if it means doing what? Because they want to be recognized, they want to be noticed. You don't have a car, you are not a human being. If you don't have a mansion, you are not human. They are building big houses which are not even going to generate their money, just to prove a point, to be somebody. You look at houses which they are building in Nyabohanse, houses which could generate them money in the cities. They want to put them there so that when they walk in that village, people see them like gods. This is what this lady is trying to say here, because she has seen it. She was there. But now she's talking while out. She could not stand all this. You know, in the beginning, you might think, oh, I will just cope up. But then it reaches a point where the body cannot take it. The mind cannot take it. It derails you. You feel like you want to burst. This make these people who have gone there to pack their bags and go. Like Rosomam could not take it, had to pack her bag and go. She thought, okay, this is a villa. I'm going to have it all. I'm the queen. I'm the queen. Try to close the gate. You can never change a person unless they want to change. They don't look at the character. They look at people with what you have. And as I gave you an example, just the other day when Mura Senso was in Diani, you go to that comment section, people are urging Mura Senso. These are now the people you should associate yourself with, because now they are judging the people according to what they have. Those ones in the village, they don't deserve you. You should be close to them.
We should value people as humans based on their character, based on who they are, not what they have. It's just sad, and sometimes I feel like I'm just, wasting my time. But at least, when those 5 people that like my video, I feel like if I think like this, there must be other people. I'm sure they are, like I know logically they are, but it's nice.
Yeah, what you've just said is very true. And for someone to come out and talk like this is someone who was married to a man in that village. Sometimes you don't need people to believe what you are saying. So long as you believe in yourself, you know what you are saying is true. And truth will set you free. You don't need to convince them. Let them convince themselves. You don't need to convince anyone. Believe in what you say. If that is how you feel, you judge people according to their character. Very good, 100%. So you don't need someone to say yes, yes, and no. So long as you know this is the right thing, you just do the right thing, because you are doing you. This is you. You are talking about how you feel, how you are. This is you. Whoever does not believe you, that is their problem now. That is their problem.
To have confirmation that there are people out there that think like this, because over there is so rampant. Maybe here as well, but because I live such a reclusive life, I'm not on social media, so I don't see all these things. I live in my own little cocoon. So I don't see all these things, and there, because I was with people and I interacted a lot with people, so I saw a lot of, over there that maybe I'm not exposed to here, about people just wanting stuff, like they just want things so that they feel like they're someone.
And that is the reason why you find like these people in that village, they keep on begging and begging and begging. The reason why they have put their life in begging, because they want to be seen like they have houses, they have cars, to be seen like people. If you don't have a car, you are seen like someone who have not achieved it. And that's why you find like even Mura Sensor push Githiriba to start a very big house. To start a very big house. Just start, you'll finish. Made Githiriba to suffer, because looking at Githiriba, now he has to do a lot. He has to be like Mura Sensor, forgetting that each and every person has got their strength. I'm not saying we shouldn't post videos, but also not push someone to have a very big house just because not having that big house, he will not be somebody. Because Mura Sensor always says, I don't want poor people around me. I want rich people. I want rich neighbors. You see? So when he says this, it makes people go extra, do extra, because building a house is not a joke. And such a house, but because for him to be a human being, for him to be seen like a man in that village, he has to do this. And that's why you find like they are building every day. Building is very good, but do not budget with other people. Do not exceed your limit. It's not good. That is what this lady is trying to say here. You don't have a house, you don't have a car. You'll find like they are begging for these cars, they are begging for these houses, for them to be seen like, okay, now he's so and so, he's so and so. Without that, whether you have good character, whether your mind is okay, whether you are a God-fearing person, or whether you are learned, you don't have money, they see you as nobody. You have to have a house, you have to have a car. And nowadays it is Benz, you have to go by Benz this and Benz that. You don't have it, you are a nobody.
They don't feel like you're someone, or you're worthy of respect just because you're a human being. Anyway, that's that. The truth will always remain the truth. The truth is the relationship was abusive, and it was abusive before I left. So I take responsibility for my own foolishness, my own silliness, but the rest of the things that are being said about me are all lies. I would never leave someone just because of materialistic things. First of all, I would have never traveled all that way, knowing his situation, or not only once, twice. So it's like, it doesn't even make sense. So
according to her, the reasons why she left the relationship, it was abusive relationship. Not because she did care about this man. No. The relationship was abusive relationship. And no one can be forced or stay in abusive relationship where someone hits you. You don't know after hitting you what next. You cannot come all the way to come here to Africa or in Abohanze to be hit. Rosio mom left because even Rosio mom, when Rosio mom was making her videos, she said it was abusive relationship. So why? Why bring these women, these wazungus, and then you abuse them? And then you say, oh, they don't love you because you are poor? There's a message which we are going to read, and then we are going to go to another video. We hear how fake the relationship was, because she said it here. So first, let's see if I can get the short message which she wrote there, and then we get to another video. We see how the fake marriage this was. So there's one message here which I want to read. There's one which I wanted to read, but I don't know whether that text is removed. I don't know. But this one, here Jabin is saying, you are blocked because you are on dating and porn sites. Checked out another girl's profile and DMs her. No relationship without trust. Since I have blocked you, you have been talking to other women, plus not to mention you. You are verbally and physically abusive. Anyway, have a wonderful life and wish you nothing but the best. If you continue to paint yourself as the victim, you will leave me with no other choice but to block you here as well. So it's like Vedee was being blocked. So they were having some issues then. But there's one which I wanted to read here. I don't find it. That other shot is removed because that is where now they were talking, the two of them, Vedee Jonah asking for forgiveness, give me the second chance. And I saw it. I wanted to put it as a receipt, but it is no longer there. I want us to go to Jabin's next video where now she's talking about their fake marriage. Because I thought it was a real marriage. Because we saw people, the invitation, all the YouTubers in Nyabohanse were there. And there was one thing which I saw there which I could not believe, because as a bride, she was the one who was serving people food. People could see her still moving, serving people. And I said, how cute this is, because I could not believe it. That is now the time when I was starting to know them. But I didn't know it was fake. Even herself, she faked it. I didn't know it was fake. So let's hear what she's telling us. All this time, the food which was bought there, and all the YouTubers who went there, this was just a fake relationship or a fake marriage.
Hi, so I just wanted to address the new video that was posted about the fake marriage. First of all, yes, it was a fake marriage, because the only reason he married me was because he had attacked me, and I had found out that he was still talking to a person that he had been cheating on me with. And to shut me up and to keep me, he proposed marriage and then married me. And also it was for views. So yes, it was fake. It was like, you know, those people who, it was like a shut-up ring, the shut-up rings that people get. So
imagine out here people do things which are unbelievable. You are knowledgeable. You know everything. How can you enter a fake relationship and get married knowing this is fake because someone wants views? You people, sometimes I wonder. I don't know what these people give you. And then later on you come and cry like this, because I see you, I see someone who is feeling very bad. Though you made the right decision to go, but the time wasted, and your energy and the abusive, if maybe he would have hurt you, you would not be there to talk. So sometimes it's not good just to be agreeing to things which you know are not right. How can you enter into a relationship? People do it, yes, I see like others are doing it for papers. Marry someone because you want to get married and because you love them. Not because someone wants ABCD from you, then you just get married for the sake of marriage.
It was like a shut up and stay marriage. But in any case, I don't blame him for that, because I knew fully at that stage who he was, and it was my own stupidity, my own naivety, and my own silliness that I stayed and went along with the whole thing. So I don't blame him for that. But the other things that...
She knew exactly what was happening. They had arranged this. It was not a marriage they wanted. They wanted to do something to fool people. Because of views, because of what? You fell into his trap. He trapped you because he wanted views. He wanted to be seen like having a Mzungu wife. To give him views, to change his life. Because as you said earlier, you have to have something for you to be respected. So having a Mzungu was an achievement for this man. And it is not only him, them. And that's why you find like they're just campaigning of, do you want a Mzungu? Oh, Felix, if you stay here, that is Mura Sensor. If you stay here, those lovers, when they come to visit the villa, one day you might fall in love with a European woman. You see, it is just white women they want. And later on, Later on, lady knew that that was a fake marriage. No wonder the other partner is also calling it relation shit, not relationship shit. That is how he calls it on the other side.
I heard being said about me, those are all false and complete and utter lies. The truth, the truth I've posted on my short videos, and I've already exposed the truth about the abuse that I suffered. That's the truth. There was nothing else other than that. And what I really have to say.
So in that short video, which I don't see now, what was written there was he used to hit her many times, and that made her not to come back. He used to abuse her, and he kept on asking, sorry, sorry, I will not do it again. When someone starts to beat you, and then you just let them continue beating you, then you just become their beating drum. One day you might not even see the light. So it's not good to say it is not something which can make a lady not to leave you. Beating or hitting someone is not something which I would sit here and say yes to. As a lady, no, 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 no. No. Even Murimi has gone back with Halima. I hope the beatings will not be there. Do not lure this lady. Now you lured this lady from Tanzania, you brought her back. Please, do not lay your hands on her. That is all I can say. So I just want us to go to Vedee Johne. We listen to Vedee Johne, some few says.
Those guys, I have a wife. Not a wife or a girlfriend, because I have a new girlfriend that we are trying to work on together, and I believe that God is with us. He will make it happen because our love is genuine. Yeah, I know you people have been watching about my last relationship. It wasn't even a relationship. To me, I feel like it was a relationship because, man, the way I was treated, I don't feel like that's how a man was supposed to be treated, but...
So here you are listening to the Vedee Johne saying that the relationship which he was in with Jabin was not a relationship. It was a relationship. Because the way he was being treated, that was not the way a man should be treated. So I don't know, men should be treated how, and women should be treated how. So it is just about men. In a relationship, it should just be about men. Women are not included here, because you shouldn't talk like that is not how a man should be treated. You should just say this, that is not how a relationship should be. Not a man should be treated. So you want to be treated differently from how you are treating women. Because I see like this one, when men are going to keep on talking like this, you find like you make women not to understand even how to treat you. Because you want to be treated better than how you treat your women. The lady has just said she was in an abusive relationship. You used to hit her. And that is the reason why she left the relationship. And here the man is also complaining here. So what was the lady not doing to you, Vedee?
You have to take people the way they are. There's people who come in your life to want to take what you have and then leave you believing you are wrong. But then when you look at things keenly, it doesn't even make sense. So I don't want to go deep about my past relationship because it was a relationship. I want to talk about this new relationship that I find joy. I find everything I ever needed in a woman. Love, respect. Me as a man, you might have a beautiful woman, but that beautiful woman doesn't respect you.
Because she is calling that relationship, which he had with Jabin, as a shit. It was a relationship. But I saw you crying. You went to the farm, cried like how many minutes? The video just started by crying. It ended while you were seen crying. If it was a relationship, why were you crying? Why were you crying if it didn't matter to you? Because now you are saying this one loves you, this one respects you, the one whom you are about now to introduce to people now, this one loves you. You did say that to Jabin as well, because Jabin also came to your life after you had another one. So it is just a trend. When one comes to your life, you tend to tell them how the other ones were mistreating you. And you want love and respect and ABCD. Are you giving that to your women? Are you giving that, or yours is just to receive? You want to receive love? You cannot get what you are not planting on others. You have to plant it in your women. Give them love. Women should respect you, not love you. It is you to love them. You want them to love you, to respect you. What are you giving in return?
Doesn't give you peace. And as a man, we as men, we always need peace. So most of us as men end up having beautiful women that doesn't give us peace, and then they think us as men, we want their beauty. You know, someone might look beautiful outside, but then inside is dirty as crazy as shit. So me as a man, I'd want first of all to be loved and respected. I've said loved and respected first of all as a man. Whether I'm younger than you or older than you, I don't care about that, you know. But then if you don't give me respect, I'm 1000% sure that I'll feel like I'm a woman to you, and then at the end of the day, I won't even have feelings to you. So what is that? That ain't love. So to me, and love goes to be, you know, when you're loving someone, you choose to commit.
So this one seems to be a narcissist to me, because he just demands love. As a man, you have to love me. You have to respect me. You have to treat me this way, that way. If you don't do that, you just bring your beauty only, then that does not go well with the video owner. And you as video owner, what do you give out there in return? Love should not be one side. Men should love their women. Okay, respect is there, and someone will respect you according to how you treat them. If you are fighting them, you hit them, how can you earn their respect? How can you earn their love? I see you like someone who is narcissist. You just love yourself. You don't think of the other person. This is what I see here, because the way you are putting it, men need to be loved for them to have peace. You think women don't want peace? Even women also want peace. My God, we are all human beings. You get what you planted. If you plant peace, you'll get peace. If you plant violence, you'll get violence. So you have to be peaceful as well. But this one applies to everyone. It is not about just men. Say in a relationship, it should be this, and that. Not men, what men want. How about what women want? How about what women want? You're just addressing men.
You choose to share the roughness, the hardness, you know. You choose to not care whether their families are poor, whether they like him or they don't like him. That ain't your business. Your business is to love your man and love his family, whether you went through whatever you went.
So I think this is where Jabin was saying this man felt like she didn't love him because he was poor. Which Jabin said, no. With her, she goes by their character, not what people have. But looking at what Johne is saying, their relationship did work because he was poor.
Through. You don't have to come and then want them to be enemies or be something in life, no. bring joy in the family, bring togetherness, bring unity where there's no peace. Don't come to someone's life to read them. Love them genuinely for who they.
There now he's saying when you are coming to someone else's life, like now Jabin came to Vedee Jonah's life, he should go there to make peace. I agree 100%. They should be peaceful. They should live in harmony, and he should not go there to reap them. I don't know how, but love should be both sides. Or when you go there and you find them poor, you should just bring peace to them. And according to Jabin, according to her, she's saying she didn't even care about the poverty which was there. When she started, she's saying the friends of Vedee Jonah wanted Vedee Jonah to build a house first before they get married. But with her, she had no problem. But with her, she had no problem. She even advised you that you can even sleep in the house or in that room where the room which you were having. And you could still just live there and you get married. She values the character of a person. That is how she sees people. But listening to Vedee Jonah is like saying all this happened because of his poverty or because of where he comes from.
Yeah, for what they've been through. Don't manipulate them because you think they are younger than you or you think they are older than you. It ain't even make sense. So, to me, the only thing I can just say is that I'm really so much happy with this new relationship. And I've been through a lot, man. When you date someone who is a little bit older than you, and not all of them, and
so according to him, he's been through a lot. According to Jabin, she's been going through a lot. And this is now the outcome of just getting married someone whom you don't love because of the views, faking marriage. You think it would work. It cannot work. Marriage is not something you can just play with. You have to take your time and is this what I want? Maybe with him, he married you using that tool of poverty. When I get a mzungu, I will maybe get something. And you maybe, you are marrying him, you wanted to change him to be a good man, to be a good person. You married him out of love, even if maybe there was no love between you, but you wanted that love to grow. It didn't work because the foundation where it started was not right. You faked it.
Poor, you come from a background that maybe all of you, she feels like you depends on her. She becomes, not all of them, she becomes this world person. But to me, I always appreciate to God and I say that my intention was never bad, and I'm always happy. Nowadays, I'm even like, see guys, the way I'm getting fat. I'm always chummy.
I don't think you should celebrate like that because even before meeting her, you had another one. So when she came to your life, she was beautiful. And you loved her. You cried for her. You really, really cried for her. Our whole video was just crying for her. And now you are saying, it was bad. Okay, you two, the two of you knows how it was, but you shouldn't also celebrate with the one which you not even maybe settle down with. You don't know. Changes starts with you. It is not about where they are coming from. It is not about how they look. It is about how you feel about women. You have to know, how do I treat women? How do I feel about women? When women come to my life, are they just coming to love me? To take care of me? How about you? Do you care about them? Do you love them? How do you treat your women? That one matters a lot. So as much as you are feeling good now, and you are still the same, maybe even this one, when she comes, she might also leave People have left. There was one before Jabin, and Jabin is also out there. And the same script which you are using, oh, this one is doing this because I'm poor. Another one also is like that. So changes starts with you.
Guys, don't play with me. Don't joke with me. Yes, that's all I can say. And the only advice I can give is that when you love someone, love them genuinely. Don't look at what they went through in their life and then come in their life, want to control them and then free them and then analyze them according to how you want to analyze them. That's not love.
Also, I agree with that 100%. When you want to love someone, love them genuinely. This one applies to men and women. It does not apply only to women just to love their husband. Furthermore, women are not supposed to love. Women are supposed to respect. Men are supposed to love their women. So I see this like this one loves to be loved a lot. And also, respect which you are talking about. Also, men should respect their women. Mm? Women should also respect their husband, and that is how it's supposed to be. You do that, the relationship will be okay, but not just wanting one side to be pampered. Mm? Now he's talking about more so when you are married to an older woman or maybe an older man. When you are getting to that marriage of older, assume now, like you are younger than Jabin. What made you get to an older woman? Sometimes you had your reasons, or maybe these reasons of yours were not met. Huh? Then you felt like you are disrespected. Maybe she could not afford what you wanted. Maybe you thought after marrying a Mzungu, then your life was going to change overnight. So such kind of things, people have them in their mind, especially this home of Muraseso. They think having a Mzungu is an achievement. If you put it as an achievement and then you don't achieve, that can make you be angry. Oh, I married an old woman, a woman who is older than me, and I'm not getting anything. Then you will start becoming annoyed and you'll feel bad. So it's always good before you get married. Just check, do you want an older woman for love or for milking or somehow? It's very important. What if there's no milk? What will you drink? So you have to check that before.
When you come in someone's life, love them genuinely. Don't come in their life wanting to control them, especially as a man. Give them time, let them lead.
That one applies to both of you, man and woman. It is not one-sided because both of you are coming together. No one is going to the other. You are meeting here on the way. You are coming from this side. The other one is also coming from this side. Then you meet on the way. So there's no one who is coming. So just say when you are getting together as a family, husband and wife, you should respect each other. You should love each other, not just on one person. That makes you to be like a narcissist, someone who loves himself more than other people. Just want things to be done too. If things doesn't go your way, you feel like now you are not respected. Oh, you are poor. That's why people are mistreating you. No, 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 no.
Yes. And don't beat them. Some other women are crazy. You know, they might even punch you. Like, why am I telling you this? And you're not listening. Just because you're this guy who take your shot, do your own thing. Maybe you're slow on doing other things. So it's awkward, you know. But then let's come to the main point. The main point is, guys, soon I'm expecting my woman to be in the village. And I'm hoping for the best. And you guys keep on praying for Vedee, John, guys, because I used to be really poor when I was married with a fake person. I never used to be having coaches on my home. But
it's not good to be putting your relationship out there. How you argue, how you fight. It's not good because you had good times. You can't tell me all the time you are just fighting. You had good times. So those good times should override the bad things or the bad times. At least you should think of those good times to make you not to come out and talk like this. I'm not liking it because even this one who is coming, you are making them even to fear. What if maybe one day we disagree? Will he come out and talk about me like this? Of course he will do that. Even before Jabin, he told Jabin the other one left him because of poverty. Now he's telling you that Jabin left because he's poor. So it is just the tool which he's using as he moves ahead.
like right now, my life has really changed 1,000,000% and 1,000%. Because when I used to have that fake person, she used to tell me that, oh, I'm the light in your life. You can't have anything. And the only thing I used to have was this one, that time, this one, and that gas. Let's say the cooker and the gas.
So, according to you, when she used to tell you that she's the light of your life, then now after that, after now buying the things in the house, you feel like these things makes you like now you've made it in life. I don't think material things should make you feel like now you've made it in life. The other day you had a car and you didn't come back home with it. So what are these things you are showing people? Maybe the light which she was talking about was a light at least now making you see things differently. There are so many ways of referring the light. The light does not mean that she has now money more than she has brought money into your life. No, no, no. Someone can just open your eyes and then you see the light. The way you are seeing things are now different from the way you used to see them. That is someone giving you or showing you light. Or maybe the way now you are talking to people, she has trained you, at least maybe she has made you to be calmer. Maybe you are hyper then, now you are calmer. That is also another light. But according to him, he understood the light because of the material things now he's trying to show people. And these are the things which Jabin said. She doesn't see that. She sees the character. She sees people with how they behave, not the assets which they have, not the things which they own, because these ones can come today and then tomorrow they are not there. So you will not be a human being because now you've lost everything. No, no, no. Even you had a car before. Are you not Vedee Johne? You are. Now you don't have a car, but still you are Vedee Johne. So this asset, all this material thing, does not define a person. To people who don't have light in them, they see them like things which make them to be human, and that is the reason why now you are showing people. Before I was poor, now I have this. Poverty is not just on material things. It can be, you can be poor in mind, poor in thinking, and many people are poor in thinking. You find they make very rational decisions. Poor in thinking. If you've invested in your mind, you can know how to think or how to judge. You don't rush in judging people. You don't rate people with the things which they have, then you are rich. Not these material things. No.
So I don't want to hear anyone asking me about my last relationship. It wasn't a relationship, it was a relationship. Because every time we used to fight, guys. Fighting. Fake marriages. Fake promises here and there.
It was fake marriages, fake promises. They used to fight alone. Never ask Vedee Johne again about the fake relationship which they had. It was not a relationship. It was a shit. Everything was fake promises. His girlfriend is coming soon, so forget about Jabin. So Jabin, wherever you are, take care of yourself. At least God made you see the light. God is good all the time. You find people out there, people who are not ready to see the truth. When you talk like this, they just want things to go their way. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the love. Like the video, share my videos, subscribe if you haven't, tell a friend to tell a friend, hit that notification bell so that whenever I post the video, you'll be fast to be notified. Thank you, God bless you, and see you again in my next video. Bye-bye.